Sup everyone, Darkscream here, and it's review time. I'm going to try something a little different this time for reviews in order to see if I can, make it more fun for me to actually record these things, because the way I've been reviewing things, I've been getting a little stale to the point where I don't want to do them anymore. So I'm going to try for a little more brief, unstructured style. So if you've actually listened to my anime reviews in the past, then please, I would appreciate some feedback about how this style is going to go, because this might be how I do things from now on when it comes to anime reviews. But anyways, the anime I'm going to experiment with is an anime I have watched a while ago, but then I dropped it for some time because I didn't think it was bad. It's one of those mini shows that I put off for a while, but then I just got back to it recently, and that's Amagi Brilliant Park. A 13 episode plus 1 episode OVA series about a brilliant but narcissistic high school student named Seiya Kanye who gets roped into managing a failing amusement park that happens to be ran by some magical creatures from a place called Maple Land. And he has about 3 months, otherwise the park will go out of business. And, off the bat, that premise seems pretty fun and original and unique, and that's what really hooked me into the series, was just hearing about the plot summary itself. The idea of trying to manage a park with some fantasy elements sprinkled here and there. Like, the mascots are actually real mascots. You got some elemental fairies that work on stage shows and shit like that. That's what pulled me in initially, and it was a fun ride from start to finish. My only real criticism is that I didn't care much for the final act where they tried to raise the stakes involving the princess's condition. I won't go into details for it, trying to be as spoiler free as possible, but I thought that was pretty unnecessary. And of course it gets resolved in the most ass-pull Deus Ex way possible too. But it wasn't enough to kill my enjoyment of the series. It was really fun to watch. It got some really good zany gags. The animation was top-notch because this was Kyoto Animation after all. It is too early to say that this is my favorite Kyoto Anime series, but it is pretty much up there. It's pretty high tier for me. Hence the title of this review. So if you're looking for another zany comedy to laugh at, I would definitely give this show a recommendation. Like I said, it's really funny, characters are likable. I especially love the 3 mascot characters, Moful, Terumi, and Macron. I think they're my favorite characters in the whole series, because they're basically adults. They're kind of like the most human characters, even though they're the fucking mascot characters. You'll see what I mean if you ever watch the show. But yeah, they're the ones who feel the most human in that show. But the series is 13 episodes plus 1 episode, so it's 14 episodes altogether. Something you could probably finish in a week's time if you just spend 2 episodes a day. It's available on High Dive and I believe Verve as well, subbed and dubbed. I watched it dubbed. I thought the dub was actually really good. It was handled by Sentai Filmworks, and because they've handled stuff like the Full Metal Panic dub in the past, back when they were ADV Films, there are some little parallels and rhymes and poetry there. For example, I mentioned the character Mofo before. His whole thing is that he hates being called a ripoff, and it's kind of a very heavy inside joke for KyoAni / Full Metal Panic fans. His character looks very similar to the mascot Bunta-kun from Full Metal Panic. And Bunta-kun in the English dub was voiced by Tiffany Grant. So they obviously got her to voice her Amagi Brilliant Park counterpart. Not to mention Sento's voice actress was also really good. She delivers all her lines in a very deadpan way, or most of her lines. The character's a kudere after all. I even enjoyed the anime so much that I'm even attempted to check out the light novel series, which is actually legally available here. It's digital only, but I'm still tempted to give those a read because I heard the anime only adapted 1 volume and maybe a couple bits from later volumes here and there. So I am curious to see more of this story and whatnot. I just have to give it a chance in another medium. And I think that's all I have to say. I know this review is going to be very short, and didn't really cover all the grounds like I usually do, but I'm trying to come up with a new style that's not only brief and to the point, but I'm trying to make it entertaining for me to make. I am still experimenting, so the next review, the style might change up a little bit. Who knows? I think I have another review I want to do in order to keep with this experimentation. But yes, I would appreciate some comments, some criticisms. I will read those to see if you guys actually appreciate this, or if you got any ideas, just throw them over here and we'll see what I'll do next time I'll make a review. Well, that's all I got. Darkscream signing out.